Top of it, top of it, y'all. It's your boy, Coach One Stack at it again, y'all. Hey, man, dropping y'all some news you can use. And, man, this is about your boy, Hernandez Govan. Yeah, he had a good lawyer and he got free. And he, hey, man, he beat that case. Shout out to him. And the thing is, he could come out right now since he beat it and say, you know what? I paid that man. I paid, I set up that hit. But the thing is, he's smart enough not to do that. But you notice he wasn't smiling too much. You notice he wasn't smiling too much. And I'm gonna tell you why. I believe he wasn't smiling too much. See, the thing is, man, when you see this case, you notice how they kept referring to CMG as an entity, to CMG as a corporation, to CMG as, an operation. And they kept talking about the beef that CMG had with Paper Route. See, being a group of people, that has a name and hand gestures and doing stuff for the sake of CMG, guys, that equals out to a Rico case in the making. A lot of y'all already see it coming. But let's get deeper than that, man. Because Yo Gotti is a real boss. And I'm going to tell you why he's a real boss. Because for those of y'all who read out there, man, 48 laws of power, right? 48 laws of power. Always get other people to do your dirty work. Never get your hands dirty. Keep your hands clean, right? And one of those rules that says plan all the way until the end. And see, Yo Gotti, allegedly, he could have set up and planned this thing to the end because it's a pretty smart move to go say that somebody need to be hit, right? Somebody got a bounty on their head, but the thing is, you got the dummies who took the bait and went through with it, but they can't, really, they have no hard evidence that nobody even had a bag on their head because nobody got paid. See, that's the power of words, and why a lot of y'all small-minded pawns will find yourself in prison time and time again or getting in trouble because of what they say, That's called hearsay. So see, Yo Gotti was smart enough not to actually give Big Jook, because Big Jook ain't got no money. He was smart enough not to put no money in Big Jook's hand. So that way Big Jook couldn't pay anybody and it couldn't come back to him. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man, and this is my opinion. CMG, a lot of these record industries and record groups and all that, man, they try to pattern themselves after the mob, after La Cosa Nostra, the mafia. Well, the mafia, they take care of their own. Like if something needs to be done to one of their own, they're the ones to do it. Which leads me to my next point. You realize that Big Jook is the only little string that could connect Yo Gotti to the young Dolph's demise. He's the only one, right? Now he's gone. See, sometimes, am I my brother's keeper? At the end of the day, if you were a king sitting on your throne, right? And you knew that your throne was being threatened, and you could lose everything, you could lose it all. And you had this dimwit of a brother that was messing up your life and doing all this little dumb fuck shit, right? You just might delete him because at this point it's either you or me. See, because at the end of the day, if Young Gotti go away, man, CMG goes away. So Big Jip could have just been a sacrifice. You dig? He could have just been a sacrifice at the end of the day. Because, like I said, a smart man gets other people to do his work. But this is just all allegedly, man. I'm just opening up y'all eyes, man, and y'all minds so y'all can think a little bit deeper, man, of how, a mastermind works, how people thinkers, how people play mental chess. And I'm one of them chess players, you did. So now Big Jook is the only one that could have connected Hernandez Govan to this whole thing, and he's gone. So now, man, you notice that Hernandez Govan, he wasn't smiling too much. He ain't seemed too happy. In my opinion, I'm just gonna come out straight with it. I don't think he's gonna be alive, y'all. I don't think that he's gonna be alive. Because here's why. Man, this whole thing could have been a setup. Because as you notice, Cornelius Smith, since he was convicted of doing what he did to Dolph, he's considered unreliable. So all that testimony, even though he was telling the truth, they didn't believe it. So if Hernandez Govan had got convicted for this and then had to testify in a potential Rico trial against Yo Gotti, they're not going to believe him. He's going to be considered an unreliable witness too. He's going to be considered somebody that's just trying to get up out of a case, just like Cornelius Smith did. So if you look at Hernandez Govan, bro, he looks shook. I don't think he's gonna make it. I don't think Yo Gotti is gonna let him make it. I predict that in the next 6 months, that either Hernandez Govan is gonna wind up deleted, or there will be a federal indictment against CMG, because the writing is on the wall. All you got to do is see through the cracks. That's why they kept saying CMG, CMG, CMG. They could have just said Big Jook, because when they say CMG, you have to understand. When they say CMG, they're talking about Yo Gotti. So let me explain. Let me tell you this term, guys. Listen to me close, because you know I'm ex-law enforcement. Check this out. There is a term called vicarious liability. Vicarious liability. And what vicarious liability is, you guys have heard that term, shit rolls downhill. Well, with vicarious liability, shit rolls uphill. And what that means is, say you are the owner of the McDonald's. You own a McDonald's, you own a franchise, right? You're the owner. You're the top dude of whatever. Now, you got people way on the bottom. You don't even know these people. But because they rep your brand, they rep what you are the top of, you are responsible for it, for whatever they do. Meaning the vicarious liability comes into play when they keep saying CMG, they're really saying Yo Gotti, because he's at the top. When they keep saying CMG, they mean Yo Gotti, right? At the top, and everybody else that fall up under him. Can you dig what I'm saying? I need y'all to open up your minds and really listen here, see what's going on. Hernandez Govan, man, he already know that he's not gonna make it on the streets. He gonna have to move up out of Memphis or wherever he at. Man, Yo Gotti is gonna. Hey, you know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. You have to tie up your loose ends, people. You gotta tie up loose ends. It's been many occasions, man, where you got people out here you got two people that went and deleted one person, right? But you got one person that took a pow, put a couple up in him first, and might have pulled his thing on the other dude, said, you give him a couple too. You know why? Because that now ties them in together for life, right? They can't never tell on each other. They are caught, they are loose end. But if another person didn't take his pow and put no bullets in the other dude, the other person, hey man, he could always go and tell. That way it ain't no loose ends. So people that are professional and people that are thinkers and people that use their mind, they tie up loose ends. And right now, Hernandez Govan is a loose end, and he knows it. He is the only person that connects all of this stuff back to Yo Gotti. He's the only one. You dig what I'm saying? So, hey, man, just something for y'all to think about, man. Like the content, subscribe to the channel. I know y'all like the real content and all that. I got more videos to come to tell you, man, what I really think. Because, like I said, I'm going to make a whole video about how I feel Yo Gotti had his own brother deleted. I really believe that. As hard as it may sound, I believe that he was the one who did it, because it comes down to it was either you or me. It's like Nino Brown and G Money. He had to put G Money down because he was causing problems, y'all. And in the street world, hey man, you got to take care of your own laundry. Can you dig it? Well, other than that, man, y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, share all this stuff, man. And y'all have a blessed day. Church.